Hello and welcome to Odds on Ligue Matchday 12. Teams keep dropping points and Ligue 1 keeps being really interesting. And we have a great game on Sunday, Alain, Lyon, PSG.
Yes, it's more a test for Lyon to understand if Lyon can be competitive in this Ligue 1 in spite of, in my opinion, the bench don't have the deepness to play three competition. But we will be checked Sunday night at 𝘀𝗲𝗿𝗀𝘀.
Let's try to get some money before the international break. Remember, guys, of course, press the like, help us, subscribe to the channel, and now let's go on with the show. And for Friday evening, we have Paris FC, Rennes, both getting a great result last weekend with Paris beating Monaco 1-0 in Monaco. Was a bit surprised, doing great. Paris only 1 point less than Rennes, and also we didn't expect this heavy result. Alain in Roison Park 4-1 against Strasbourg. Away from home, Rennes is 4 draws and 1 defeat.
Yes, it was two surprises the last week. Both, I think Paris to win in Monaco was a big surprise, especially in the content. I think they deserve, because they're led to play Monaco in the midfield, but they don't permit to Monaco to arrive in the last 16 meters in the box. And that one, yes, is a good answer about Paris FC after they lose against Nantes and they'll go to win in Monaco. This Ligue 1 is really crazy. It's really difficult to predict this season because we have a lot of balance and we saw a lot of surprise. Now, Paris FC is a team want to play, is a team search a balance, especially in the no possession ball. In my opinion, they found it in Monaco. The question is, they will have that concentration and that density in the midfield and in the defense to follow with that idea of football. Because if they can find that, PFC in every game is a team can find a goal. Since the beginning of the season, we saw a team really concrete in front of the goal. Only the first game of the season in Angers, PFC don't score. And yes, against Rennes, we'll see the level. We'll see if Rennes is right now in a good mood with the last week draw in Toulouse, win against Strasbourg. 6 goals score, and that one is a good answer from the vestry to 𝘀𝗵𝗿𝗀𝗀 with his strong decision to put out Blas, to put out Seko Fofana, and the team answer really well. And is another test. Is another test when we check both teams. In my opinion, maybe Rennes is more physically in the midfield. Have something more in transition. I wait goal for this game, and I choose a really high odds. I choose double chance X2 with 2.5 goals, over 2.5 goals in the game, odds 3.20.
Indeed, really high odds. Then we go for Sunday games. Marseille, Brest, Marseille second in the standings at the moment, beat Auxerre with Gomez scoring the winner. They were winless in 4 before that, and Brest without scoring, Alain, in the last 3 games against Lyon, Le Havre, and PSG.
Yes, it's strange. It's really strange. The beginning of the season about the Brest. Brest is not on the mood. Brest is only 1 point up to to the play-out spot. And it was not the ambition, it was not the goal at the beginning of the season. Brest tried or wanted to continue in the line of the last season when we saw a brilliant team, especially in Champions League. And yeah, now the team suffered. The team suffer in the especially in the relationship with the goal. The team lose his strength in defense. They received so many goals in the last game against Lyon. They played 82 minutes with a player more. But we saw a lot of difficulty to create, to be dangerous, to win the game, because everything was for the Breton team. Maybe in the last 20 meters, the team was not so accurate, and we can say, yes, the team great, but the team are really poor in the finishing. Before, to travel in Marseille is not a good news. Marseille in Auxerre kill a bit a bad statistic away after two losing in Lisbona, in Lens, and for Marseille the game in Auxerre is good because the team don't dominate the game. Auxerre deserve to score a goal more than Olympique de Marseille, but there was not accurate in with the attack line. Marseille don't have a clean sheet, had a clean sheet in Auxerre. Now that one is really important in Marseille. When you start to lose, you must cut the bad streak, and that there be obtain that results. Very good news before this game against Brest. Marseille is really favorite. Marseille at home is really powerful. Only a victory, and except in the last game against Angers, Marseille in the second half at home is really strong. And for this game, I choose over 1.75 goals in the second half, odds 1.95.
Hosting Maxel, especially at the Velodrome, usually is a good idea. Le Havre, good distance with the relegation right now, drew with Toulouse, but before beat Brest and Auxerre. Nantes, the opposite, only one win in 8 games. Losing to Metz is concerning after also getting thrashed by Monaco. So same points as the relegation bottom 3.
Yes, Le Havre very very good. The last 5 games are really good, except the game in Olympique de Marseille. 2 victory, 2 draw in the last 3 games, 0 goal conceded. Yes, Le Havre his found his identity, found that necessary strengthness without the ball to save the category. 3 games without concede a goal in Auxerre, against Brest, and in Toulouse is very good news for 𝗀𝗲𝗄. Against Nantes, we know his difficulty in front of the goal. Is, yes, the prediction must to go in direction for Le Havre, because Nantes is only 1 point up to the relegation spot. They don't found continuity. We saw a very good victory in Paris against PFC, and after they fell down again against Monaco. Yes, we can accept, because Monaco is built to play for the Champions League spot. But against Metz, it was a key game. It was a key game because Metz was really in a very dangerous and very bad moment. And you let Metz winning at your home, and Metz came back 1 point down to Nantes. But the mentality, the mood now is more positive in Metz than in Nantes. It's difficult game. Le Havre arrived with really confident with this game. I choose the double chance, 1x with 1.5 goals in the game, odds 1.83.
Then one of the games of the weekend, Monaco lands third against the fifth. Monaco 2 points less than Lens at the moment after losing to Paris EFC, and Lens getting a good result, comfortable win against Lorient after that shameful defeat against Metz. Is always the concern about Lens playing away from home. Alain, 2 wins this season away from Lens.
Yes, it's a little base. It's the weakness of Lens. Right now, only 7 points in 5 games away. In change, when they played at home, is the best team with more points. And they must correct that. If Lens keep that average of points at home and improve a little when they played away, Lens will be fighting for the championship spot until the end of the season. The first step is Monaco. We wait an answer about Nantes, but we wait an answer about Monaco, because Monaco, Pocognoli arrived in the bench. The first game was difficult against Tottenham, against Toulouse, only 1 goal scored, but no goal received. A very good winning in Nantes with this 5-3, but they fell down again against PFC at home, 1-0. And in the content, we saw a really horizontal team. We don't saw that verticality need Monaco to be productive in the last 20 meters. Paris FC played really well, but Monaco was a little sleepy in this game, and there must have a reaction, because the average of point in the top of the table go fast, and you lose 2 games and you are in the 7th or 8th position in the table. And right now, yes, it's a delicate game for Monaco, and it's an opportunity for Lens to send a message to this Ligue. And I think Lens is mature to go to Monaco to catch points. And Monaco played in Bodo in Norway, and that one affects always the team after a Champions League game. For that reason, I choose double opportunity X2 odds 1.77.
Games on Sunday, Lorient, Toulouse. Lorient looking really bad. Both teams actually are not in their best, but especially Lorient looking really bad. It's only 2 points in the last 5 games. Toulouse, Alain, winless in 3 draws against Le Havre and Rennes.
Yes, I agree. Lorient, only 2 games in the last 5, but check the average of point when they played at home. Because draw against Paris Saint-Germain, winning against Stade Rennais, against Monaco, they lose really badly against Lille, but draw against Brest. At home is another team. Is probably the team with the most deep bipolarity since the beginning of the season, when they played at home and when they played away. And we saw that in Lens. The team, when they played away, is totally absent. And this is the worst team away. Only 1 goal scored in 6 games. In change, when they played at home, is a team can be create difficulty to every team. Toulouse in the last game against Le Havre, we saw not a very good version of Toulouse. Le Havre deserved more in the collective analysis, in the grade of the danger they create against the goal of Toulouse. Le Havre interpret better this game. Is a low block. Le Havre, Toulouse found some difficulty. It's true when they played against a team want to play like Lorient, Toulouse feel more comfortable, but in spite of that, I think Lorient will be lose point at his home. I choose a risky odds. I choose Lorient winning X no bet odds 2.10.
Okay, Alain, let's go to the next game. Angers Auxerre, 2 wins for Angers this season, lost in Lille after the surprise at the Velodrome, and Auxerre also 2 wins this season, bottom of the table. This is an important game for the relegation battle. 3 consecutive defeats, 2-0 for Auxerre.
Yes, Auxerre is in a really bad moment. The last 5 defeats, only the draw in Rennes. When Rennes suffer some internal problem and they don't want this game because it was a gift for Auxerre to win in Rennes, but they were not able to catch 3 points. But now it's true, they play against Marseille, they play against Strasbourg in the last 3 games, but they don't score. And that one is difficult, especially against a team like Angers, who don't receive a lot of goals. The defense of Angers is really strong. The low block, I think, is one of the teams most difficult to move. Angers, except the game in Strasbourg, we saw a team really strong in his low block. Now, Auxerre, I have a bad feeling between 𝗀𝗵cie and his vestry. In my opinion, something is broke. 𝗀𝗵cie risk and go to Angers right now is like to going to the dentist for Auxerre. And in my opinion, Angers is really favorite for this game. For that reason, I choose Angers winning odds 2.05.
Important game, this one for the relegation battle. Coming out from the death is Metz, playing at home against Nice. Back-to-back wins for Metz. No one saw that coming against Nantes and Lens. Nice lost to PSG, Alain, but we had seen an improvement for Nice.
Yes, we saw an improvement for Nice in Ligue, not in Europe.
No.
And now is a game when we will understand who is Nice, if Nice can have that grade of responsibility about the team are playing for the Champions League spot. Now Metz is on fire, 2 victory, 4 goals score, 0 goal concede, and yes, for Metz is a big surprise because when everybody thought 𝗀𝗻𝗀, the manager of Metz, will lose his job, the team have a big reaction, and we saw a big reaction for some veteran of Ligue 1, Habib Diallo, Ian, playing a really good, really high level. Right now, their signed 𝗀𝗲𝗄, the ex-player of Bayern Munich and Olympique Marseille, back to Metz because he was former SMS player, and that one, yes, is quality to add to this team. If today I must to predict if Metz save the category, I say you yes, because the mood are really positive right now, and that invert that bad mood, because 2 weeks ago we saw it was the worst team in Ligue 1, but I don't know what happened in that vestry, but something changed. The team make this classical click to change the average of point, and right now is in a very good form. Nice, how Nice will be arrived to Lorient. In my opinion, it's difficult. I don't see Nice winning in Metz. In my opinion, Metz can catch positive point in this game. For that reason, I choose double chance 1x with over 1.5 goals in the game, odds 2.25.
Okay, another surprise. You are like for this weekend surprises, and we are seeing a lot of surprises in the last two match days. Next one is Strasbourg. Lille, good game. This one, Strasbourg lost to Rennes, but at home for wins. This season they only lost to OM and Lille playing Europa League. Remember, they beat Angers, and away from home this season, two defeats against Nice and Lens. I guess two teams, Alain, that should fight for the European spots at the end of the season.
Yes, Lille in Nice don't do a no match, do a poor quality match, because when do you have 21 shoot to the goal of the rival and you are not able to score, that is the problem. And they manage really well the possession of the ball. They dominate the game, but the team was really poor in the finalization. And that one was to change for Lille, but Lille is able to change. We saw very good version of Lille since the beginning of the season, catch point against the biggest team in Ligue 1, but lose point against the poorest team in Ligue 1. And that one Genesio must need to have that balance to be competitive for to catch a Champions League spot. Is the goal, is the objective of Lille, go back to the Champions League. And yes, of course, again, a game like in Nice, you must to catch minimum one point. Now go to Strasbourg is a difficult game because Strasbourg, we know since the beginning of the season, at home we saw a really strong version of Strasbourg. Is a direct team against a team more associative. Normally, the team who is more direct have a big advantage, in my opinion, because this team need space and behind the line of the defense of the rival. And in this game, Strasbourg will be found that type of space. Probably Genesio will be adjust the line of the defense, because if you concede so many space, Strasbourg is really dangerous. If you check the statistic about the goal in the second half for Strasbourg, is 75% of the goal are scored in the second half, especially when they played at home. And for that reason, I choose over 1.5 goals in the second half, odds 2.00.
And the last game, the best game before we go into the international break, is Lyon PSG. Lyon now 6 in the standings. You are always concerned about the depth of the squad. And they are playing Betis in the Europa League on Thursday, coming from back-to-back draws. Actually, it's only one win in the last 5 league and games, but also PSG is relaxing when they are playing in France. They have also a big game in the Champions League against Bayern, and away from home, Alain, 2 draws and 1 defeat this season in Ligue 1.
Yes, we saw against Nice. PSG was really dominant with 77% of the possession of the ball, 28 shoot to the target, but the team was patient and found the goal in the extra time with Gonzalo Ramos. Yes, PSG, we saw some wave. No, the objective is the Champions League, clearly to try to win the second in a streak, but now in Ligue 1, sometimes we saw a version of the team, not the version we know in Europe. But that one is because they found a lot of team defend with a really low block, and that one, when you don't score quickly, after the game can be really difficult. And yes, now in Lyon, there normally PSG found a team want to play, and that one for Luis Enrique is a good news to play against Lyon. In the last 4 games in Lyon, PSG won both games. We saw a really high average of goal, except the game in 2022. But right now we wait a reaction about Lyon in the sense of well, since the beginning of the season, surprise, because they don't do a mercato. The mercato was really poor. They lose important player, and with the problem with Fonseca can be in the bench. And in spite of that, Lyon are good right now. No, the average of point are pretty good. There are some limits in the relationship with the goal, because when we check the top team in Ligue 1, the first 7 team is the poorest attack, but they don't have a striker. That one is a big limit, and in my opinion, is brilliant at the beginning the season of Lyon, especially in Ligue 1. In Europe, without that deepness necessary, you lose something. Is normal, but in spite of that, I think Fonseca is doing a really good job. For this game, in my opinion, PSG is really favorite. The odds for winning PSG is a value bet, in my opinion. I choose PSG winning, odds 1.70.
Indeed, the odds are quite high for PSG to win this game. Well, Alain, we go into the international break. Just let me remind you that we have still the chance to participate, of course, in our tipster competitions and make some money. Check out our monthly one now for November, and of course, check Rivals, where you can create your own tipster competitions. Alain, let me know your safe bet, please.
PSG double chance, odds 1.22.
And the ACCA?
OM winning, Angers double chance 1x, Lorient Toulouse over 2.25 goals for a total 3.88.
Thank you, Alain Valnegri. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.